Hi everyone, this is Sophia Jain representing S3 Infotech Private Limited. Before I start with the payroll module, I would like to give a brief introduction of my organization. S3 Infotech is a Microsoft Gold certified partner. We use Microsoft Dynamics as the basis of our payroll product. S3 Payroll Management provides comprehensive payroll solutions for an organization with seamless integration to HR and finance modules. Payroll management serves various processes. Some of them are CTC breakup, salary calculation, arrear calculation, income tax, biometric integration, advanced salary, various claims, and generating various reports. Today in this video, I am going to capture the salary process. For salary process, there are some prerequisites. We first define the salary heads. That we do under setup section in head form. Here we define various salary heads. As you can see, we have defined CTC, basic, HRA, medical, conveyance, PF. In head tab, there are various fields. Head field is the brief identifier for the head. Description field, it is the descriptive name for the head. Nature is the nature of the head, whether it's an allowance, it's a reduction, it's a reimbursement. Category is whether that head is calculated by using some formula, whether it's a flat amount, whether it is calculated by using some slab. Frequency is the frequency for the calculation, whether the head is calculated monthly, yearly. Next is sequence. Sequence is the sequence in which that head is calculated. You can include that head in arrear calculation, in manual adjustment. In journal tab, you can make the head the part of P-slip, part of CTC, default in structure, or in arrear calculation. This is how we define the various salary heads in this head form. Next is defining the amount of the heads, defining the formula of the heads, and assigning the heads to the workers. That we do in head definition form. Here we assign the newly created head to all the workers, and we define the amount of the head if the head is a flat amount, and we define the formula if the head is formula based. Here you can see we have assigned some heads to all the employees. There are various fields. Grade type is the field. Here we can select any of the three options: table, group, and all. We select table if we want to assign the head to a particular employee. We select group if we want to assign the head to the group of employees, and we select all if we want to assign the head to all the employees. If we select table here, we need to select the worker from the worker list. If we select group here in grade type field, we need to select the group here in grade field. If we select all here, we don't need to select anything in this grade field. Next is city type field. Same three options are available in this field: table, group, and all. In head field, we select the head we want to assign. Effective from date is the date when that head is effective from. If the head is formula based, the category is formula based, then we define the formula in formula tab. We select the indicator here from indicators by double clicking on the indicator. This is how we assign the head to all the employees. We can verify the formula by clicking on verify formula. This way you can assign the various heads to either a particular employee, to a group, or to all the employees. Next is defining structure, that we do under setup section in structures form. Here we define various structures based on various positions. We already have defined one structure, F1. In lines tab, we include various salary heads that we want to include in that particular structure. Structure code is a brief identifier for the structure. Description is the descriptive name for the structure. Setup date is the date when we create that structure, and valid from and to dates are the effective dates the structure is valid from. Next is assigning the structure to the hired worker, that we do in common section in workers form. Here we select an employee we want to assign the structure to. We click on edit. In employment tab, we select the structure code in structure code field. We can enter the CTC amount here in CTC field. Now I'm going to close this form. Now I am going to run the CTC process to see the salary breakup for all the employees. To retrieve the run month in this run month field, we first need to close the previous month in payroll parameters form. Here in month close field, we close the previous month. For example, if we want to calculate the salary breakup effective from the month of April, we first need to close the month March. Here we select the last date of the month, 31st March, and then we run the CTC process. We can select a particular employee by clicking on select here, and we can select an employee from the list of workers, or we can leave this field blank if we want to calculate the CTC for all the employees. By clicking on OK button, we can calculate the CTC. We can inquire the CTC details here under inquiry section in CTC details form. Here you can see the salary breakup for all the employees. Next is how to process the salary for a particular month. That we do under periodic section by clicking on this salary process. To retrieve this salary month, we first need to close the previous month in payroll parameters. If we want to calculate the salary for the month of April, we first need to close the month March. We select the last date of the month here, and then we run the salary process. We need to select the structure here. If we want to calculate the tax with the salary calculation, we can check this process tax box. At present I am leaving it blank. We can select an employee, or you can leave this field blank if we want to calculate the salary for all the employees. By clicking on OK, we can process the salary. We can inquire the salary details Here under inquiry section in pay trans, here you can see the salary details of a particular employee or for all the employees. This is how we run the salary cycle in this payroll module. I hope you understand what I demonstrated today. Thank you.